Everything you think you know about dinosaurs is wrong, not slightly outdated, not partially inaccurate, but completely redefined by modern science. For decades, our understanding of dinosaurs was shaped by pop culture, especially movies like Jurassic Park, which showed them as giant, scaly, roaring monsters, fast and terrifying, built like reptiles. But the truth scientists are uncovering today is far more complex, and honestly, far more interesting. Many dinosaurs, including the famous velociraptor, were not scaly at all, but covered in feathers, sometimes even brightly colored, meaning they may have looked closer to birds than reptiles. Some fossils even preserve microscopic pigment structures, suggesting patterns and colors we are only beginning to imagine. And that completely changes the way we see them, not as monsters, but as living, breathing animals adapted to their environments. Even the most iconic predator of all time, the Tyrannosaurus rex, may have been completely misunderstood. Its small arms, often mocked, were actually extremely powerful for their size, capable of lifting significant weight, possibly helping it hold struggling prey. Its exposed teeth, made famous by movies, were likely covered by lips when its mouth was closed, protecting them just like modern reptiles do. And despite what we see on screen, it probably wasn't a fast runner chasing down vehicles. It was more likely a slow, calculated predator, relying on strength and bite force rather than speed. But perhaps the biggest misconception is size. When people think of dinosaurs, they imagine giants shaking the Arabic halif, Arabic lamb, Arabic hamzatat talif, Arabic rot, Arabic dada. But in reality, most dinosaur species were relatively small, many no bigger than dogs or even chickens. In fact, the closest living relatives of dinosaurs are not reptiles like lizards or crocodiles, but birds. Every bird you see today, from pigeons to eagles, is a direct descendant of dinosaurs, meaning that dinosaurs didn't truly disappear, they evolved. The age of dinosaurs didn't end, it simply transformed. And then there's the extinction event, often simplified into one dramatic moment, a massive asteroid striking Earth. While the impact that created the Chicxulub crater was undeniably catastrophic, wiping out a huge percentage of life, it wasn't the only factor. Evidence shows that long before the asteroid hit, the planet was already undergoing massive changes. Violent volcanic eruptions, shifting climates, and unstable ecosystems were putting pressure on dinosaur populations. The asteroid was less of a sudden ending and more of a final blow to an already struggling world. But what comes next might be even more shocking. Today, scientists are exploring the possibility of bringing dinosaur traits back to life, not by cloning them directly, but by modifying the DNA of modern birds. Since birds are living dinosaurs, their genetic code still contains traces of their ancient past. In laboratory experiments, researchers have already activated dormant genes in chickens, giving them dinosaur-like features such as longer tails or clawed limbs. It sounds like science fiction, but it's happening right now. We may not see a real dinosaur walking the earth anytime soon, but we are closer than ever to recreating something that resembles them. And all of this leads to one powerful realization. Science is not a fixed truth. It evolves just like life itself. Every new fossil, every new discovery, has the potential to rewrite everything we thought we knew. Dinosaurs are not just creatures locked in the past. They are part of a constantly changing story, one that scientists are still trying to piece together. So the next time you imagine dinosaurs as roaring, scaly monsters from a distant era, remember this: they were more complex, more diverse, and far more connected to the modern world than we ever imagined. And maybe the biggest lie isn't what we were told about dinosaurs, but the idea that we ever fully understood them in the first place.